We are less than 1 week away from the end of year festival character, normally the biggest and hypest celebration of the year that everyone looks forward to. And after the yesterday's reveal, I think I've realized and figured out who the actual character is going to be. Or characters, because I think truly now that the end of year banner is going to be a dual character between Meliodas and also Elizabeth. Now, let me explain. Of course, this isn't leaked. If anything, the only leaks that we got is, I guess, from the beta app that says the end of year that is going to be a King Meliodas. So I'm definitely going against that here, but if we look at the evidence we got recently, and especially yesterday, it's starting to look true, but we'll have to wait and see. So I'm sure most people have seen this by now, but we get to have some input on what the OST is going to sound like going in towards the new festival character. And of course, the OST is going to be about the new character. And if you look at what we saw straight away, and as you can see down here on screen now, you see light and dark. Okay, first initial thought, this might actually be Tristan because he is a light and dark character. And that kind of goes against what we get every year, that being a new Meliodas. So, you know, if someone's going to break that melee trend of getting one a year, it would be Tristan, to be fair. And if you go listen towards the song, that's A. And it's B. I feel like, personally, if it was about Tristan, it would be probably more hardcore a little bit, because, like, that's kind of how he is a little bit. But if it's the love between Melly and Elizabeth, this is fitting quite well. And then we got the second one yesterday that revealed the person singing it is going to be Yuki Kaji, Meliodas' voice actor, which is, once again, I guess if they're getting him involved, more likely going to be Meliodas, right? Like, I think if anything, okay, well, the Tristan theory is kind of out of the way right now. So now that we know we have the light and dark, we now have the voice actor for Meliodas, you could definitely look at this and just think, okay, it's a new Melly, right? You know, it is what it is. And I guess if you look at the lyrics, it's more about, like, if anything, you kind of think of it like Melly singing to Elizabeth, like, love and hope, embrace the darkness, your light, you know, Elizabeth, giving meaning to my shadows, that's for obviously A. And then if you look at B, the power that makes us one character is your unit, you know? The limitless love, our fate, you know, it's screaming Melly Elizabeth vibes, right? And it's made even more apparent when you go towards the actual voice actor of Melly's tweet, where he does say, personally, I like Melly and Elizabeth. I read it while feeling the affection between the two. So we do know now, the OST, the songs about the new festival character, is about Melly and Elizabeth. And then right at the end, we get the reveal of the OSTs, Melody of Courage and Hope, Melody of Love and Destiny. Big emphasis on the, like, you know, the duality of the two characters. So, you know, that is, I think, given a lot of hints that this end of year character is going to be a dual character. And this is something that's been on my mind for a while now, and that is the release of Lancelot with the dual race mechanic. Why would they add this to the game? Sure, it does make sense. He is a dual race character, right? But if you don't know, he's the only dual race character in 7 Days Sins. I know people can say Tristan, and while I do think when Tristan does come out, he will have that dual race mechanic anyway, because he might as well have it in the game right now. But they've also revealed his race to be Niflheim, if I said that correctly. So honestly, I get the idea of why the character is an unknown race character. And at least for Tristan, I can definitely see them going down the road if they really wanted to, where if we get Demon Tristan, he could be more of a demon character and he buffs out demons. Where if we get the goddess, or this is regular Tristan, then he can buff up goddesses, right? And once again, we've seen already in the game that they've done this type of thing where they just say, hey, they work with demons and unknown race through the actual passives, and that actually does work. But would it work if we got a dual character? No. I mean, I'll put it back on screen again, but it's like the concept art I made a little bit of like a Melly Elizabeth. And yeah, if it was a dual character, they couldn't get away with doing race unknown or demons. They would have to explicitly put goddess and demon. And I think now this is only possible with the release of this new mechanic in the game with the dual race. When Lancelot came out a few weeks ago, I made a video talking about how the talents really do change the game, and they can do so much with these talents because this is a way of doing something in between the turns to where it can change your whole hand. Like I say, Lancelot is very, very tame. You know, all it does is reveal the hand of the character and it just cleanses debuffs. And they are definitely going to get a bit more extreme with it. And I spoke about the idea of having transformer characters where you click a button and boom, you're now the Endura Deria Monspeed. You're now Titan from Eren. That is something they could do because they couldn't previously transform in between turns, but now they definitely can. And yeah, I spoke about the idea of like Merlin and Escanor, for example, where you're Merlin, and then boom, you click this button, Merlin then TPs out and Escanor jumps in, a dual character, where it's still technically one person, but with the click of a button, you then change skills and I guess keep the same passive. It's just you can kind of think of it of a character having 4 skills and you can pick and choose what you want to do. That is one way they can do it, and this is something that I've wanted for a long time because we have 2 skills in the game. If they are a dual character, you can kind of imagine as one skill being Meliodas attacking and the other skill being Elizabeth. That is the second way they can go about doing it, and I guess the third and final way would be they both just attack together. The animation has both of them attacking rather than just one. And to wrap up the video, I want to talk about, you know, what Melie or Elizabeth could it be? Now, the obvious one, I guess, is just King Melie and Queen Elizabeth. But the one thing I've wanted for such a long time now is a Melie and Elizabeth. And basically the only time they really fight is during this scene right here, where you have, yeah, basically, he doesn't turn to Assault Mode just yet, but Assault Melie and also Bloody Elizabeth, right? Yeah, this scene right here, you couldn't be more wrong. I did not come here to be dead weight, but instead I come to fight as well. Yeah, unfortunately, they didn't really animate it. Plus, I don't think we've seen Elizabeth. Has Elizabeth used Arc yet? Maybe in an Ultimate. Yeah, like that special animation would be funny as well. But yeah, I don't think we have Elizabeth in this outfit, right? Like her Bloody Elizabeth outfit. Because I know when we got this character, I think she was leaked through the code name as Bloody Liz, basically, right? But her outfit, she doesn't have the Bloody Liz outfit, which is what I thought she would have gotten. As like when you evolve the character, but she didn't. She got this instead. And yeah, no other Elizabeth has that outfit. It's very similar towards this one because this is Veronica's outfit, but it is a little bit different, right? So they could definitely give that to a new Elizabeth, and that is kind of what I want to see. So guys, let me know what you think. Do you think my theory will come true? Do you think they possibly could be doing a Melie and Elizabeth for the end of year banner? And I don't know how much of a buff it would be, but this would be perfect timing where we do get, like I say, a Melie and Elizabeth as one character, to where, yes, their actual race is also Demon and Goddess, which means they're gonna get the full buff from Tristan rather than it being one between Melie and Elizabeth. They're both gonna get it because they are both Demon and also Goddess, so you're gonna get that defense rate stats and also attack rate stats. And then I assume it's more because they're gonna reveal it during the actual trailer, or I guess the live stream. Whenever we do get a new festival or at the end of every month, we always do get an actual new relic, and if we get a relic for this Tristan, hey, they're cooking up a little bit. So I think just with all the stuff I've just said throughout the video, everything is coming together, and it really does make sense. If we're ever going to get it, this would be the time to get a dual character, or the first ever dual character in the game. And guys, I'm not counting Elizabeth and Hawk or Hawk and Oslo. They're not dual characters. I mean, they kind of are, technically speaking, but we want to see 2 actual humanoid characters. And then this really does open the door towards getting like King Diane. You can get Merlin Escanor. We can even finally get the Melie and Zeldas from the actual movie. This would be a big step and the perfect time to do it, because if they are going to do something like this, it would be at the end of the year for the New Year Festival. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. We'll see you in a few days' time. If we're right, I'm a brag about it. So guys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.